All right, turn 4. Let's start with the tally phase. We're going to begin with the rating player. These two squadrons are currently tallied on broken squadrons, and they may want to shift their tallies elsewhere. For now, though, I think they're going to keep their tallies and try to possibly get in position depending on where these guys, if they drop their tally right now and fail to tally, they may be in a hard situation. So for now, they're going to keep their tallies, and this escort, he's in a bad spot in those clouds. Never hurts to try to tally here. Let's have him try to tally out of the sun, preferably. So these two spaces are currently in the sun, so we're going to have him try to tally D directly above him. And J is not a veteran, so let's just roll. He rolls a 4, -2 for the clouds is no tally. K here, I don't think he can only tally. Well, both those squadrons are broken, so actually I think he can tally out, because if those Soviet aircraft were not broken, I don't think he would be able to tally them. Yes, I believe that's right. Okay. So because they're broken, he can tally outside of that square. So we're going to have K try to tally E directly above him. All right, so he needs, he gets a +1 for being veteran. He rolls a 6, so he succeeds. So we're going to have K switch to being a sweep. Becomes alerted, and he places his tally up here. And yeah, let's go ahead and move now to the rating player, or the defender. D is going to try to tally. Well, only one squadron can make a tally attempt, so we better have E make the tally attempt, because he has the best line of sight to this guy, not in the clouds and not behind. So let's go ahead and roll. He gets a +2 for large formation, and he gets it. So E successfully tallies K. Now, what we've got is a wing formation, and we're going to use our orders to do two things. The wing leader is allowed to split himself, so we'll go ahead and do that. D is going to split into flights P and Q. So I'm going to go ahead and update the display here with P and Q. Okay, what did I take off? I took off Squadron D. Okay, so D is going to become P and Q. All right, and so what we have as a result is these two flights. The wing leader is going to stay with P. And now they are allowed to assign, the wing leader is allowed to assign tallies all at once to anything that is in that formation. So the wing leader can even change the assignment of E. So we're going to have E. We're going to have E place a tally all the way down on this guy right here, because he is in one big formation. P is going to place a tally on Y, and Q is going to place a tally on X. just like that. Actually, you know what? Because K has a tally on E, I think we're going to change this up a bit. We're going to put E tallying this guy. I want to let one of these flights go up against a bomber without any interference from fighters. So let's see how this goes as best we can. Let's go to the... oh, actually, this guy, he's broken, so he's going to come off. All right, let's go to the movement phase. So first, the escorts move, which this guy's the only escort left. Now, the bombers are going to start heading back. So this guy's actually going to go 1, 2, and maintain that formation. Actually, let's have the bombers drop a level. So we're going to go 1, 2, because all the bombers are going to do that similar movement when they head home. Let's have this bomber right here. He has finished his movement, so he's going to go 1, 2. No, actually, I didn't do that right, because they need to maintain a similar position on the bombers. So this guy was up here in relation to this bomber. So he needs to be, let's see, back 1, up 2. So back 1, up 2. He's actually going to end up right here. And he has marked with a dive along with all these bombers. This bomber flew through flak, so let's go ahead and roll a flak barrage on that Ju-52. And it's a 5. That is going to be no effect. And then this bomber right here is going to go 1, drop his bombs, and then move down here like this. So let's go ahead and put his bomb load and go ahead and roll for the barrage on him. And similarly, no effect. These bombers are not aiming. They're just gonna scatter their bombs willy-nilly here to avoid the +1 modifier to flak. And then this guy is going to go, actually, hold on. So X was tallied by Q. So, I did that wrong, didn't I? That's an O. Okay, I put the wrong marker out there. This is flight O. So O had a tally on him. And so O is going to drop straight down on this guy. 1, 2, that's 2 movement points. And then right here. Now, this guy can attempt to react. He'll go ahead and attempt it right now. So let's do the reaction roll for the escorts. And that's going to be 2d6. And he rolls really bad. All right. The squadron has no modifiers. Right? Yeah, because J is not a veteran. And they're distant from the enemy. Yeah, there's nothing that's going to bring this one up. This is going to be no weather modifier. Distance, his distance is 2, or I should say 1, so that's going to be -1, so it's going to be actually a 1. So yeah, no reaction. It's a failed reaction attempt. And then this bomber then is going to go 1, 2. I'll pull this guy out of the way. Oh, he flew through the barrage, so I actually have to roll a barrage on that fighter. Let's go ahead and roll that. Ooh, that is not good. That is a 10. A 10 is going to be just a 1 hit. It's going to be 1 hit plus a cohesion. So here goes the hit on the fighter. A It's a 2 for no effect. And let's roll for cohesion. He rolls high and passes cohesion, so he's fine. Now let's go ahead and roll for this bomber. They're flak. Flak is a 7. That's going to be a cohesion roll. Let's roll the bomber's cohesion. And it's a 5. They pass. And Y drops his bombs. And then this bomber right here, or E, I should say E, is going to dive in here at this point. Though maybe he should avoid the flak for now. He's going to stay up here. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. Stay over here for now. That that results in K trying to chase him. So K is going to turn around here and go 1, 2, 3. He climbs up here into the clouds. And this bomber right here is going to go 1, 2, flies into the barrage. Here goes the barrage roll. It is a 3, no effect. That triggers P. P really needs to get down this fight before the bombers drop their bombs, so he's going to go 1. Oh dear. Actually, he's going to go head on with this bomber to avoid reaction. So he's going to go down here and come in from the front. Okay, now the other fighters here are just going to fly home. This guy I'm just going to take off because nobody's going to bother him. And then these guys are going to flee for home. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy's going to not chase them. Well, I don't know. He may as well, I guess. Gonna try to score some kills. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. And this guy is going to also head for home. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. And R is gonna try to rack up some kills. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. Oh, this guy needed to move 1, 2, 3. And go ahead and remove T. He's not gonna get in the fight anymore. No one's gonna bother him. All right, so these bombs are all going to hit. That's gonna be 2 more hits on that factory, or I should say that city square. Let's see if I can find a hit marker. Well, here's 2 more hits. I'll just show that right there. 3 hits. It's 3 victory points for them. Okay. Time for air combat. We do have multiples going on down here. Let's start with this one right here. So the I-16, there's its ratings against the JU-52. The JU-52 has not so good speed. Well, let's see, he's definitely going to go with speed here. So 4 + 1 dive. Let's see, O is a flight. So that's -1 for being a flight, +1 for dive. So he's a 4. This guy is going to be a speed of 1 + 1 for dive is a 2. So it's 4 versus 2. Okay, so it's a +2 -2. Let's go ahead and roll for air combat. Here goes the attacker. This is not out of the sun, so yeah, no bounce here. All right, there's a 6 on the +2. is a single hit. Let's go ahead and see the result. And that's a 4. Firepower is 0, so it just causes a straggler on that bomber. That is Bomber X. Okay, and then the defender, or the bombers, they roll on the -2. No hits. All right, cohesion. Here goes the attacker, the fighters. They roll a 7. A 7 is going to be a +1 attacker, -1 no radios. They survive. So let's give them a -1 ammo marker. Let's roll for the bombers cohesion, and they pass just fine. All right, so there we go. Now let's move up to here. This guy came head on with these bombers to avoid the escort reaction. So this guy should be marked with a dive marker. Now this is against the SM-81. So let's look at these side by side. So this is Squadron P. Squadron P is going to have to use its head-on or speed rating. So it's a 4. 4 +1 for dive, -1 for flight. And these medium bombers have a speed of 2, -1 for they're still carrying their bombs at this point. So that's +3, -3. All right, let's go ahead and roll. I don't remember if I rolled the flak on that flight. I don't remember. I don't remember if I rolled that flak. Let's just say I did and they passed it. Okay, so +3, -3. Here goes the attacker, head on. And they roll 5, that's no hits. -2 for head on. Here goes the defender, -3, no effect. Here goes the attacker's cohesion. And that is going to be a break. So P is going to be broken. And here goes the defender. No effect. All right, they're fine. All right, so P loses their tally. And they're broken. Over here, we've got R attacking these I-15s. And they're going to use, doesn't really matter, they pretty much have the same stats. So they have a speed of 2. Let's see, R is veteran, so +1. And they're not even disrupted, so that's a 3. Versus a speed of 2, -1 broken, -1 green. It's actually a 0, so it's going to be +3, -3. Now they do have the same speed, so the Shikas are going to avoid or evade. So -1 to each roll. Here goes the attacker's roll, +3. And that's a 7. So -1 for the evasion, +1 for being veteran. So that is going to be a 7 on a +3 is a single hit. Here goes the confirmation roll. That's going to be a 4 for the firepower, or the expert. So that's going to be a straggler on A. A doesn't have a straggler, so that's just going to be another straggler. All right, let's roll for the attack or the defender on the -3 column. Oh, very high roll. That's going to be -1. It's a 9 on a -3 is a hit. They score a hit. Here goes the hit confirmation. It's a 3, which is a straggler. And R has a straggler, so that becomes a loss. All right. Now we'll need to pay attention to the cohesion roll because there's a possibility of shooting this expert down, though not very high. All right, let's go cohesion. Here goes the attacker. And 6, 7, 8, 9. +1 for being veteran, +1 attacker, and then -1, 2, 3, 4 for no radio. So it's a net -2. 9, 8, 7. They pass. they pass the cohesion. And these guys are already broken, so we don't bother with them. Now let's do this one. We have Q is veteran and disrupted, though. So it's going to be the same thing, just +2, -2. And again, the I-15s are going to evade. So here goes the attacker roll with a +2 column, -1 for evasion. That's a 9. -1 is 8. 8 on the +2 is 2 hits. Okay, 2 hits. Let's roll for the confirmation, and that's a kill. That is nothing. Okay, so 1 kill on flight B. And then let's roll for the defender on the -2 column. 6, 7, 8, 9. -1 for evasion is an 8, is 1 hit. Let's roll for confirmation. That is a kill. All right. O takes a loss. Or Q, I should say. All right, let's roll the cohesion for the attacking. Wow. Okay, so that's 11. +2 for veteran and attacker, and then -1, 2, 3, and then 4 no radio. So they still have not broken. That is pretty good. Pretty good. All right. We've done all the combats, so that is the end of turn 4. Let's go ahead, advance the turn. Now at this point, we're going to remove this barrage marker during the admin phase. Well, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be able to hit this bomber. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, and it's going to be out of range. So he's going to keep that keep that barrage marker there going into turn 5.